Hi, Coyote. Today we have an interesting urbex. This is a abandoned agricultural tourism area. Some people called it a hippie commune. It was sort of a group garden, and it was just recently abandoned. I think about 3 or 4 months ago. They were told to vacate the premises for some reason. I don't know if what they were doing was in violation of city code or what, but they had to leave. So I decided to come out here and take a look around and see what it's all about. So the city of Boise has this satellite city connected to it called Garden City. You really can't tell where one ends and the other begins. They're pretty well blended together. But I'm actually at the far end of Garden City. Kind of near the city limits. There's another town, if you go a little further, city limits to a place called Meridian. I've got family that lives back up there, and so I would drive by this place quite frequently. And there was this little commune here, and there was a yurt, a very nice yurt, and people had outdoor barbecue pits and this big community garden, and they always looked like they were having a lot of fun, whoever they were and whatever they were doing. But suddenly one day they just packed up and left, and I have no idea why. A lot of lumber left behind. A shed of some sort. Tubing. This whole area out here was a farm, a giant community farm. And they would come out here, and there's always people working in the fields. They were, I don't know what crops they were growing, but there was a lot of folks out here working in this farm. And I suspect maybe they didn't have a permit or something for what they were doing, or maybe they didn't have permission to sell the food that they were growing. Across the street, there's another abandoned property that I'm not going to go explore. The people that own that property, I'm told, jealously guard the property. And they will either confront you themselves or call the cops. But this is pretty much open to the public, as near as I can tell. Well, no one's come to chase me off yet anyway. Let's see if we can look at what's in here. It's pretty much just a garden shed. A lot of implements seem to have been left behind. I wonder if they intend to come back, maybe straighten out their paperwork issues with the city or whatever, and then make another go of this, because they've left an awful lot of equipment behind. I don't know how valuable this irrigation hosing is. It's not free. This whole area is pretty well irrigated. A little canal here. The ducks have made a home of it. I remember they had solar panels out here for a while. I remember driving by and seeing the solar panels. The solar panels hadn't been put up for very long when they got chased out. The yurt that they had was right over here where these steps are. And from what I understand, there were several families or small groups that were involved in the running of this farm, and they would take turns. 3 or 4 of them, or a group of them would come out here and stay for a few days, and then they would hand it off to another family that would trade places with them. And that's how they kept the place constantly in operation and constantly manned without having some poor schmo having to live out here all his life. Although there are probably people that would have liked to do that. It just weren't for the traffic noise anyway. I'm not sure what these paddocks were. I don't know if they kept livestock. And if they did keep livestock, maybe that might have been one of the problems they had. But it looks like it was mostly just composting and recycling. Trash and recycle. Metal pipe. There's a lot of wood out here, but almost no metal. Not enough to attract scrappers. Who knows, maybe someday this place will be active again. Well, that's it for the Boise Hippie Commune. Let's go home.